Hi guys, it's Olivia here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and we are going to be reading for 24 hours straight. Let's do this. It's the day before. We're going to start at 4 a.m. tomorrow. I've chosen to start at 4 a.m. tomorrow because I've never ever pulled an all-nighter, and I don't really want to. I have read until 4 a.m. before. I have read until 5 a.m. before, but I've had at least 1 or 2 hours sleep before I need to get up, and I don't think I could survive the whole night, even with coffee. Coffee actually makes me sleepy. The next time you see me, it'll be 4 a.m. and we'll be beginning. Okay, hi guys, it's now 5:15, so I've been reading for an hour and I finished the first 10 chapters of The Other Bennett Sister. Really enjoying it. I really like Mary's character and I like how she's so readerly and shy, and she knows she's playing but she's kind of just doing the best of what she's got. Kind of like who I think is going to be the love interest, so it was off to a really good start. Waking up at 4:15 this morning was definitely so difficult. I was not in the mood. I only slept for 3 hours because I was watching The Conjuring with my friends last night, which I actually really enjoyed. But we're here for reading, so I'm going to move on to my next book, which was gifted to me by Madison Green, and I'll leave a link to her channel down below. Thank you so much for gifting this to me. I'm so excited to read this sequel, so I can't wait to start right now. But as it's a hardcover, I'm just gonna you gotta remove the dust jacket because I can't read hardcovers with the dust jacket on. Let's begin. Whatever happens, just don't expect the food choices to be amazing today. I'm totally out of food and definitely need to do a food shop, but that's happening tomorrow as today we are reading. Okay guys, it's time to talk because I am halfway through Children of Virtue and Vengeance. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but I just don't know how I feel about this, because while the plot is doing well and nicely, and while the concept of fighting and war is being discussed in detail with what's right, what's wrong, who to trust and who not to trust, and I think all of that's being handled pretty good. The magic system is being handled pretty good, but we've got to talk about the characters. I'm calling towards Amari. She used to be my favourite character, but I feel like in this one she kind of tries to appropriate culture too much and she seems a bit too power hungry, and it's just not the way I expected her character to go. Even though I feel like she's still fighting for the right things, it just doesn't feel like the good old Amari that I came to love. As for Zelie, she seems to be the same as ever, impulsive, quick to do what she thinks is right, but she's also experiencing her own anger and grief, and that is affecting her choices. And sometimes I want to she frustrates me, but then sometimes I really like what she's doing in her choices that she makes, and I feel like she's valid in all of the choices that she makes. Meanwhile, her brother Zane seems to be not doing that much, and Rowan, I like him as a character, but I also felt like he was going to be doing more. I feel like it's interesting the effect that magic and powers are having. And I think I'll just leave my comments there for now, but I'm surprised that I was able to read half of this so quickly. It's like 9:30 a.m, so we're going at a good pace, and I guess I'm just gonna keep reading. Guys, I just finished it. I can't believe I finished this in a single day, half a day, essentially, and the plot in the second half was just a whirlwind. I'm literally fangirling so much. Tomi Adeyemi, she can't play us like this. She can't do this and expect us to, be fine. I am not fine. I need the last book. The plot, I can't function. This was amazing. Okay, so it's 12:30 now. It's the middle of the day. I'm going to take half an hour break to type up some review notes and to write my review of Throne of Glass 2, Crown of Midnight, because I don't like to start the next book without having fully written out my review of the previous book, because otherwise my thoughts get mashed up along the series. So I need to go and do that now. Probably take half an hour to 45 minutes. Maybe calm down my fangirl feels a bit, if that's humanly possible. And then start my next read, because we're just gonna keep reading. Do you see that smile? That's the smile of an author who knows she's going to ruin you. Yeah, it is. So, I just finished writing my review for Crown of Midnight and my review notes for Children of Virtue and Vengeance, so it's time to start my next book, which is going to be Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. Time to read the third book in the series. This is the mini edition, which was gifted to me by Bloomsbury, so thank you, Bloomsbury Australia. Let's return to this world. First coffee of the day, because I'm starting to feel a bit tired, and also my focus is really slipping. Like, I'm not paying attention to Air of Fire and I keep zoning out, so hopefully this coffee will not only restore my energy but also restore some of my focus. Hey guys, so it's 5:15 and my reading has slowed down quite a lot. I am 200 pages into this, chapter 25, which is about a third of the way through, just over a third of the way through, and I'm quite bored. And I think that might be why my reading has slowed down, along with me being a bit tired, but the coffee has definitely perked me right up, especially as I don't usually have coffee, so it has an effect. But yeah, I'm a bit bored in this one. I've met Rowan, which everyone seems to love, but don't really care about him. Still mostly interested in Kale, and I mean, more magic stuff is happening, but I'm still waiting for a lot of explanations. We're getting a few, but not enough. Hey guys, the most relaxed Olivia coming at you possible. Halfway through this book, I'm starting to admit I like Rowan a bit more, and whatever you want to say about this series, one thing that it does incredibly well is mental health and grief, and I really just admire so much how the series handles it, and Selena's loneliness and everything. I think it does a fantastic job of that. Starting to warm up to Rowan. Luca is adorable. Still not that much happening plot-wise. Another about 260 pages to go. I'm getting a bit frazzled with reading, I have to admit. I'm getting a bit frazzled with reading. Okay, hello, I am on page 400, and this book is literally a training montage, and I've also quit Team Kale. I think I mentioned that before, but he's just not accepting that things are changing. But now I'm here with Faye, who is also reading. What are you reading?
Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller.
Do you enjoy it?
The prose is awful, but Achilles and Patroclus are my babes. So,
okay.
Yeah.
They don't have the best taste in writing style. As we all know, Madeline Miller's writing is amazing.
Okay.
But okay, we're gonna read and not distract each other, right? Mm-hmm. Hey guys, a quick update coming from Hall's Kitchen. I finished Air of Fire and I had a lot of thoughts by the end of it, so when I get around to posting my 5 reasons to read Crown of Midnight, then Air of Fire will come up with some more of my thoughts on that. I read another 5 chapters of The Other Burnett Sister, and I'm now starting The Mercies by Kieran Millward Hargrave, and it's witchy, it's set in Norway, it's historical fiction, and it's female centric. So I've only got about 3 hours left on my time, so I'm just going to read this as much as possible. It's about 1 a.m, I'm making myself a cup of tea so I can stay awake. Still got Faye reading along with me. I'm gonna do this challenge, and I think my next shot will just be me wrapping up, telling you how many pages I read, what books I read, and how much of each book. I'm actually pretty proud of what I've achieved, and let's go finish up with some more pages. Hey guys, it's the next day and I briefly want to wrap up my reading for 24 hours straight. It went fairly well. After that last clip that I showed you, I very much struggled for those last 2 hours. I didn't get much reading done, couldn't really focus, but overall I did pretty good. In total, I read 1,128 pages over the span of 24 hours. I read 100 pages of The Other Burnett Sister, which which is off to a very, very good start. I started and finished Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, which I head over heels loved and adored. I also started and finished Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, which was a wild ride of ups and downs for me, which I'll talk about more later. And then in those last 2 hours, I read 62 pages of The Mercies by Kieran Millward Hargrave, and it's off to a very interesting start. It's good, but it's still very much the beginning, and I haven't really formed much of an opinion yet. So that is all the reading that I've done. I've done 2 reading challenges now, one which is reading for 24 hours straight and one which was back in 2018 November, where I read 30 books in 30 days. So let me know what reading challenge I should try next. Have you ever tried reading for 24 hours straight? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be updated every time I have a new video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.